Hey there YouTube, this is Stan from Changing Seasons, Landscape and Water Features. Today we're going to do the trailer setup. I've been talking about it in a few videos and it's time. I got some time, so we're going to walk through it. I washed them off just a little bit because they were filthy. Some of them are still filthy, but they're cleaned up. Sun's out, so I got my guns out. See that? So trying to get rid of the little t-shirt tan I got going on. So now my arms just be tan. Okay, let's go with here. We got Sanford. It's an '84 Chevy C30. It's a dump bed. I end up installing this buyer's box on this side. I end up getting pulled over by a cop because I had debris flying out the back from a trim job. So I got this buyer's roller setup, came with the brackets, the crank, and the tarp. So got that. I end up putting on a new box on this side, so it's all set up and ready to rock and roll. Of course, if you guys follow my channel, you know Sanford's got a new 350 in there, crate engine, so he's good to go. So let's do where should we start? Let's start with the mowers. I have this Exmark Commercial 30. This is my third season with it, and actually I haven't really had any troubles with it from what other guys have talked about, say with the belt loosening up and they constantly have to tighten it up. I haven't had that yet, but now that I talk about it, it'll probably happen. I did have a problem with the gas cap, like it was starving for gas, and this tank itself, you see, would suck in, but it kind of worked itself out. The only thing I could think of why I'm not having issues with the belt is that I end up engaging the belt slowly, and then I don't pull it all the way in, or I just pull it in just enough to get going and at the pace, so I'm not constantly stretching the belt. Here we have a Exmark 60-inch Ultra Cut. I think it's a 2010. Hours, it's got 917 hours on it. Simply because I don't use it that often. I use it more for the bagging. As you can see, it's set up for the bags, but I don't like bagging. I really want to get away from it. So you got the UltraVac hooked up, and I have a operator control flap up here. And the reason why I don't take it off is because I normally have it set up. Let me see if I can do this. Hopefully the camera don't fall. It's because sometimes I use it on things that I don't bag, so I got this set up to where I can just swing it off. I pull this off, and then I drop the operator control flap right on there. So now all I have to do is make sure the belt's on. Slip it there. Hook it up, and then I'm back in service with having it all hooked up. But I don't like using it that much, honestly. It's big, and then with the weights on it, adds that extra weight, and you get the little divots. But it is my second mower. I had a Yazuki sit down 52, and oh Lord, that deck system would clog up and drop grass everywhere when you shut off the mower. Man, this one's all right, but I have issues with grass disbursement on the top of the grass. It's a real pain in the butt, honestly. Here's the one that is my go-to. I'm happy with it, but I'm unhappy with it. Same way with the grass disbursement. I really wish the discharge was wider, like say the Skaggs. You know, it's a small opening, and I really feel if it had a larger discharge opening, it would disperse the grass better, because I don't feel like you should have to double cut anything. Customers are paying for grass cutting, and the grass should lay nicely. Also with wet grass, I'm always cutting wet grass, so that's a thing too. The less work you got to do, the better. But this is my go-to because I deal with a lot of ditches. This handles the ditches well. It handles the hills well, and I like the operator platform. It's got plenty of room. I can move my body around side to side on the hills and feel comfortable. I like these dead man handles. I don't like when the switch is in the footrest, because if you get stuck, I can flip this up and get behind it, and I can get my body weight behind it and kind of help push it out of a soft spot most of the time. But I like the Vantage. It's just difficult to work on, and you have this one bolt right here to set the deck up, and it sucks. When I got it, I didn't know it, but the back of the deck, it's set like this, so I was cutting the blade or grass twice. Cut it in the front and then come around the back and cut it, so I was getting a lot of grass thrown out. And then when I had an engine issue, they figured it out that it was all cocked, and then when they tried to get it at the right pitch, then it doesn't go up in transport because I wanted it at, if it says 3.5 inches, I want it at 3.5 inches. So now it doesn't go up in transport mode. It only goes up to maybe like 4.5. But I use this all the time. This is my go-to. This is my new Hustler Super S. When this one was in the shop, I know a lot of you Hustler fans out there might not like it, but I wish I didn't buy it. Didn't know it at the time, but I needed a stand on, and this is what was available. I'll do a comparison later, but I got the grass flap on here, foot pedal there. Gas tank sucks. You can only really fill it up about that much. It's built like a tank. I like the pumps. I don't like the platform. It don't handle ditches well. It wants to nose dive. And hills, the hill I cut, you don't feel comfortable on it. The Exmark, I feel comfortable. Here we have a 18-foot Dovetail. It's equipment trailer. I bought this from my father. He didn't want it anymore. I have a, let me start here. It's got wooden sides on it, so able to take them off. That other side you can't take off because the rack's there, but this side's cut out. And the reason why there's nothing attached on this side, because I can pull this pin this side off, and then I can have skids aside placed on here, and they can take that machine and push it to the center and put one up here, and they can put one on the back side here, including Sanford. So that's why I haven't installed anything on this side, because I want to be able to have access like this. And it's real easy to put back on, and I stick this right back in there to lock it in the hinge. Have a equipment defender for my spray rack. A lot of guys say they've had issues with this Stihl SG20. Honestly, I probably had it about 4 years, and I have not had an issue other than, you know, I always lubricate this piston here, and that way it doesn't get all sticky and clog up on me, and it pumps just fine so far. I didn't know there was a filter in this, and this winter it cracked because there had some debris in it. I have a Stihl BG86. It does all right. Does pretty good for a handheld blower. I got this no spill 5 gallon and 2.5 gallon. If what's the other, Shurcan made a 2.5 gallon gas tank, I would probably switch to a Shurcan, because I buy the 2.5 ounce mix. Not that big of a deal, but I don't want to lose a half gallon in the gas tank. But right now I'm running an old SRM 230 weed eater, and I installed quick feed head. It's the big one. Got the Edge It Pro. I use that on quite a few properties. Right now I have a PAS 280 with the Golden Edger blade on. This thing is awesome. Got a little dirt in there. I have the Shindaiwa 262. I love this thing. I love this grip. Some people talk about a low RPM vibration, but who actually runs it at low RPMs? Most of the time I'm running it at half throttle until I get into some big weeds, and it handles this job. I'm thinking about buying another Shindaiwa to replace this 230. It just has problems when it starts up, and you gotta tilt it to the side to get it to really start going. Got this, what is this, Black Diamond. This is a 0.95, and honestly I'm not really sold on it yet. Maybe if I had a little thicker it might be suitable, but I usually run the 0.95 on the orange Echo line, the X, I don't know what it is, but and it was doing great. I figured I'd try that because everybody was raving about it, and I'm not sold yet. Here we have a Echo PB 770T. I actually bought these off eBay, used. It was off of what do you call these stores? Pawn shops, I'm sure. And I got them, and this one was running real good, and this one was running good, and then this one took a crap. It wasn't running right, and this one was okay, but then wasn't running right, and I end up just buying a carburetor off of eBay, put that on, and them things are roaring like crazy. I do use the Red Armor from Echo now. I was using the Stihl Ultra, so I don't know if it was doing something to it where it was gumming up or something. I don't know. All I know is it was running like crap. Like I said, I used the Red Armor. You know, there's one of the bottles. Got a little air filled tank. Usually keep this locked up, but I keep some hedge trimmers in there and some loppers and extension and some tools. It's messy right now. It's always messy, let me be honest. That's the trailer here. I'll just take a video and show you how I have it all set up, but I'll show you my other trailer. Oh, you know what I didn't show you? I have jungle gym racks. I know everybody's talking about the Equipment Defender and Green Touch, but this is a jungle gym rack. Just got one padlock here, twist it, it comes out. Only thing I don't like is this side. I never run it, but you end up moving that so it holds it down, but I never run it. But this is all right. Just pull it and lock it. It just has the bars that come out there, and it locks it in. And you see where I've run it, so I don't have no engine stand or nothing like that underneath though. I run them right there. I do have some Green Touch racks I'm going to install, and I'm going to try to put the mechanism right here so I don't have to run the engine mount, but we'll see how that works. I'm going to move this one probably up front, put Green Touch right here, and the reason why is that I have 2 split boom Echoes, and I want to lock these up so nobody can steal the one half. This is also a jungle gym backpack rack. You see it's got the hook up there, and you put the lock through. Just put the lock through like that, and you lock them up. I've had these ever since I started the business. It's nice. It just stacks them up like that. It's a thing I don't like about the Equipment Defender. I do like the Green Touch, but placing them, you take up a lot of real estate. And I talked to them about getting a post so you can stack them on the open trailer. They're nice on an enclosed trailer because you can just stack them right on top of each other. They're real nice. It's a pretty long video so far. This is my trailer. This is probably back, it's like a 2005 trailer. I believe it's a 12-foot. These aren't Jungle Gym, these are Titan. You can probably find these online at eBay or something. Same concept. Hold your backpack blowers. And this is a Titan setup. This one's got a spring load here, and this thing always is locked up. But this slides around, and then it holds this so that thing doesn't move, and then you put the lock through. I like this side because you put the side in, and then it holds it in place. Got the Green Touch tool rack, and this one has a little caddy for your cooler, and then I have the Green Touch ratchet system on this. Get one of the ratchets out right here. You can see it in my other video, but this is my fertilizer trailer. So I put all my equipment on this. And that, folks, is my trailer setup for 2018. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Comment on anything and I'll try to answer it the best I can. And please subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. I'm trying to get the subscribe count up there and going to try to get out some useful videos and maybe some non-useful videos, but yeah, I guess that wraps it up. So thanks again for watching this. I know it's pretty long, and till next time, take it easy. It's been Stan from Changing Season. Catch you later. I forgot to load the trailer to show you how I have it set up, so let's get this taken care of. Next, the push mower. Next, the Vantage. And now the Super S. Now you can see how I got her set up. Got the 60 up front because I don't use it that much. This one I can switch back and forth. My wife's been helping me and she's been riding this one since I don't like it. And I ride that one and she's been doing most of the cutting. So that one sits on the back. And then I got push mower tucked in underneath the bagging system. And that is how I have it all set up. This is not on the ground, this is right there inside. But this is my 2018 setup, everybody. Hope you like it. Please subscribe. Until next time, Stan out. Later.